You know, it's the mafia. This shit for all the gangsters, nigga. Real story. Ayy, jugging out the double doors, cuz in the 6'4". Towers hitting switches on these niggas back in 94. Basketball practice, and after that, I'm back to selling dope. When the cops hit the ab, I done made a rack off of my pager though. When the WAP hit my box, I'ma hit them back, I'm on the payphone. My shoebox getting full, I need to go buy me a safe for real. It's treacherous outside, not supposed to have it, but I paid for it. A brand new out the box, Toolie on me while I'm trapping. And I hope
I'm rapping, nigga. Y'all know what it is. It's time for that Coach for the Street podcast, man. We back at you like we never left. You did what I'm saying. We finna hop in these streets, but before we do all that, run them lights up, get us piped up, man, because this is what we do. You did, and we got a lot to talk about, especially we gonna jump straight into it. Charleston White. Now, recently he was just saying, he gonna put CPS on finesse and his crew or whatever by having a 10-year-old out all time of night and doing shows and all this. But he went on the interview to say that somebody from Memphis reached out to him and they found, they got in contact with the mom and he said he even reached out to Kevin Gates because he see Kevin Gates and Finesse got a personal relationship. You know what I mean? And he was trying to get to her so he can give her some help because from what he was saying, like the mom just got out of the chain gang or whatever. She ain't
he said
have
that.
no, huh?
She said that too.
Yeah, said she just got out of the chain gang,
Shout out
trying to.
everybody in here right now, tapped in. If you logged in right now through YouTube, make sure you hit that like button too, man.
But yeah, she just got out of the chain gang or whatever, and she didn't. You know how it is after you do a big. They give you the little $25 check. Some people that's all they got. Everybody don't have no support or whatever. So he said that he reached out to Kevin Gates and say Kevin Gates say he don't know what's going on, but whatever he needs as far as help wise, to
He with it.
help Lil King mama, he all for it.
Yeah,
But he say, he finna put her in a little program so she can get her LLC, fix
yeah.
her credit and all that. So, I tilt my head on it, but it's a
Is it
question.
genuine though? That's the whole question. Is it genuine?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Cause when
We
he
know
was
Charleston White will flip in 2 days.
if you
The
rub him the
car ain't
wrong.
even. Yeah, he bought her a car, but he said himself that the car is in Las Vegas. She ain't got the car yet, so anything could happen in the meantime, between time, like
Right,
he could flip out.
right.
Next thing you know, you see him on I-10 driving the car he bought for her. Like, nigga, this my new nigga. I'm giving this to my girl.
And you know how he was last time when he blessed all of the mothers in Chicago who
He
lost their
flipped on her.
sons. You know what I mean? He went 0 to 100. You feel me? So I don't know. I don't know if it was a good thing receiving something from him or not, because he remind you of one of them, even though he's not a drunk, but he remind you of one of them old school cats. As soon as he get a couple shots in him, you know what I mean? He just flip out on the ones that he did favors for, should I say?
Yeah, the
So
favors don't be genuine for real. They don't be.
no, no.
He just do it to be able to talk, hang it over your head.
You see how he publicly told all them Chicago women, "Bitch, pay me my money back then." Oh, you know what
And
I
I kind of
mean?
think like this too. When it come to FNG King's Lil King mom, granted she do need help. She got other kids. So at this point, if you did sign Lil King as an artist, how didn't his mom get a check? She talking about you gave her $1,000. That's not no enough for a single parent in a multiple children household.
Hmm.
You see what I'm saying? And I understand what she's saying. Like my kids is taught and raised to share with each other, to everybody equal. Like, and I understand what she's saying because when they watching, when his siblings is watching their little brother, or if he or the older brother, which I don't know his age with the kids, his other siblings, but they probably looking at it and they like, dang, he got all this money. We don't even see him to be able to get $1 though. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We probably ain't got nothing in the refrigerator, but my little brother just counted up 10,000, 15. You see what I'm saying? So you
Right.
gotta make it got to even out, like, because if you changing his life, that's the opportunity for him to change his life. That's gonna give his family an
But
opportunity at the same time. But mold that little nigga while he a kid, and at the same time be the role model that goes and step foot on and stand on business with his family and show him that you also want to help him with his family.
right.
Cause it
But
ain't
I'm a
about the jewelry and the living in lavishness when your family's still back in the slums, bro.
mm-hmm.
You can have
It's
all
a
the money in the world. You can have a 100-room mansion. You can have the Lamborghinis, Ferraris, Scat Packs, Hellcats, Demons, all that. But when your family call and they calling you from a cell phone from a project building or from a metropolitan area and you living rich, you kind of dead wrong. So at this point, I kind of feel like Charleston White doing this to kind of make finesse kind of look bad. Like, why you ain't did this? And you supposed to got more money than me. You see what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
You supposed to have more resources than me, but you ain't doing these types of things. He on Facebook Live, Instagram, and all that talking about they struggling. But when we see you in Lil King, it's money all over the flow. You gotta make that part make sense, or you will
I'm a
turn into a dartboard because the nigga, you know how the social media is. They will attack you about certain things.
I mean, I'm gonna say this. He recently just went to Memphis, right? And did the video shoot. And just from looking at the video shoot, a lot of people thought it was just a bunch of grown men around. But he did have some younger children his age that was also at the video shoot.
No
So
doubt.
I'm thinking, I'm gonna say this just for me watching Lil King, because before Lil King got with Finesse, he was with AJ's Food Delivery in Memphis. Shout out to AJ's Food Delivery. It's a black owned chef that actually, he cooked, and all of the famous rappers from Memphis buy food from him.
Mm-hmm.
So he was doing promo videos. Lil King was doing promo videos from him first before he started rapping. So just looking at AJ's Food Delivery recent videos with Lil King or whatever, he still go and see, he still goes to that household that where he was at before he met with Finesse. And I'm
Oh,
pretty
I ain't
sure,
debating that. I'm just saying, but his situation different. He don't have to eat what he don't want to. He got pocket
right,
full of money. He around a whole bunch of niggas got a pocket full of money. They'll do anything for him. His life has changed, is what I'm saying.
right. That's
You
facts.
gotta change his family's life too, though. Because at this point, you leaving them out. Lil
Mm-hmm.
King ain't 17, 18 years old where he mentally mature up here to be like, you know what? I'm about to start putting money to the side for my family.
Yeah,
That's a finesse responsibility
I agree.
because you taking him on as a responsibility. So you got to be responsible enough to, because part of caring for him, you got to care for his family. Man.
Right. That's facts. And I think see everybody was trying to rain on the man parade as soon as they found out, Lil King was chilling with him, but they trying to get mad at Finesse about some habits that Lil King had before he even had King in his possession. Like, he been shooting dice at the age of 8, at the age of 9. So if he been doing that for years, I mean, everybody know gambling is a bad habit, man. Like it's that's a very bad addiction. And he just a little baby just trying to get his little hustle on. I mean,
That's all, man. He being a
yeah,
kid.
he trying to eat. I know, of course, yeah, it's a dangerous game or whatever, but at the same time, he ain't out here trying to serve nobody. I ain't trying to say two wrongs make a right, but hey, I was a youngster one time trying to figure out how can I get some quick dollars. I ain't finna say like I ain't put my last on the dice. You feel me?
And Lil King is a product of the hood having of
Hmm.
the hood raising you, man.
Right. They made sure if they eat, they gonna make sure he got something to eat too.
But the question is, if his mama did 22 months in prison, who was the guardian? Who was taking care of Lil King? Who was making sure Lil
Me,
King was straight?
I would say I'm gonna say it like this. I think it's an older person. I think it's a grandmother or a aunt. You know what I mean? That's up in the age that you know how it goes when these mamas go to prison or whatever. They get the children to they get the children to their mama
If they still
if
be
they
with him.
got one. You're right. You're right. If they got one, but
You ain't
whoever
seen
it is,
Lil King say nothing about no grandparent. We been
but
hearing him
at
say he ain't had nobody.
yeah,
The streets,
that's
every
true.
time we seen him, we didn't see him with no parent, no guardians. We seen him
No,
around street dude.
we have never seen him with no parent. He was out there. He was out there doing music videos with grown men at the age of 8.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
The
so
streets was his umbrella, man.
it was. You can't even beat around the bush and act like it wasn't.
And the
It
only people
it's
that don't understand that is the people that didn't have to go through no real struggle on their own.
right.
He had to go
And
through that. His mama wasn't there. He couldn't call mama. She in the Department of Corrections at the time.
yeah, so it's like, I mean, you can't, like I said, man, little buddy, he's
Social
smiling.
media is just too judgmental, man. That's all.
That's all it is. He's
You know what I
smiling.
mean? Because
Look,
some
look,
people should be saluting Finesse for taking him up off the street. But like I said, Finesse got to be responsible enough to now you changing his life. You got to help change his family life.
yeah,
You see what I'm
that's
saying?
true. That's definitely true. Like you can't be biased, especially if he got little brothers and sisters, because you know how
Yeah.
that can go. You know how that can go.
Because at the end of the day, even they will feel like he left us.
Hmm.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And you don't want to feel like your sibling left y'all to out to dry. You see what I'm saying?
Hmm.
When it really ain't that ain't really what's going on. He young himself. He's really a kid. In his
Fact.
head, he don't know how to take on a responsibility of being the man of the house. He's a kid.
Still a baby. Still a baby. But I tell you what, and I don't care what nobody else got to say, as far as them with trying to rain on Finesse Parade for scooping little bro up. I'm gonna
Yeah,
tell you this. I think he gonna have a bright future.
I
Cause
do too.
what stuck out the most when bro said he paid 5 bands a month for Lil King to go to private school. That's an A+ to me. You feel me? Yeah, he might gamble, like to get his little hustle on or whatever, but he got that boy in the books.
He
That's
do.
more important than anything. You feel me? And he actually went live one day and was talking to his teacher on the phone, and he's so advanced that she tilted his hat like, look, I forgot what's his name, but she was like, keep up the good work. He was like, that was a piece of cake what she wanted him to do. You feel me? He just like any other, little kid in the hood. Your mom ain't messing with you, your
Just because
dad
you're
ain't
a
messing.
product of your environment don't mean you stupid.
Yeah, I say I stress that the guys all the time. They trying to say, oh man, little bro gonna end up in the prison. He gonna end up in the chain gang. You don't know. You can't put that on that baby like that and just act like this man gonna gonna do something. You can't even see his future. You just mad.
It would be something to argue if he didn't have a mentor now.
True.
Quit forgetting that this nigga got a mentor that's being celebritized,
Mm-hmm.
that's rising in the ranks in the hip hop community as an artist, as a CEO too, because he got his own movement too. So he
He,
behind what he's going through is the same thing a Boosie went through when he was around C-Loke and Turk and Mail and them coming up.
mm-hmm.
He was young.
And
Lil
and
Wayne went
and
through the same thing. We seeing Lil King, if Finesse has that long of a career, Lil King can build off of that and end up with the same thing and own into his adulthood.
right. And the thing is, he's smiling like a kid. Finesse got a whole game room, like look like a rec center in one of his room, ping pong paddles, everything that a kid could want to play on, the video games. He got the pool outside. He you know what I mean? Refrigerator full of food. His mom is also there teaching him principles and morals and manners. She's not even on the camera, but she's in the background. I hear her telling him, close that refrigerator. I need you to do this and do that. And he called Finesse mother his mama. So he's not over there just, you know what I mean? Just
They
just
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 see
being
it as him because every time they cut the cameras on and the phones and the lives on, all they see is him, the only
yeah,
kid around grown men. That's the situation. So what? You should be proud that he around a whole bunch of grown men that could teach him how to be men. They could have gave him some drugs and a gun and told him go
mm-hmm.
outside, stand on this corner, and when the people pull up, they could have misled him like that.
True, true. They
They
definitely
treat
could.
that little nigga like a kid, man.
And this the thing. Now, this the only thing I disagree with Charleston White. Even Lil King spazzed out about it because okay, you bought his mom Dukes a car and all that, but you the same nigga that said Finesse molesting this man. Like, how you talk like that about that baby and then turn around and you trying to reach out to his mom?
That's what I'm
Like
saying. He
that's
doing
crazy.
it's a game for him.
Yeah, he know how to capitalize off situations. You know what I mean? But on to the next, man. So Seti Nash, he rekindled the Ola Runt story about his brother, being killed in Atlanta. Free Ola, by the way, free Ola Runt.
For the
But
real.
it's public information that's on the internet saying that it was get back for his little brother.
And for y'all that don't know what we talking about, we finna let y'all see what we talking about.
Yeah.
You did. It's about what's going on right now with the Ola Runt situation, far as him getting get back for his brother being killed by some dude. So you know what I mean?
Man, and subscribe. And we're gonna jump right to it. Kevon Thomas, and according to authorities, he's a henchman 5L member. According to Atlanta PD, the henchman 5L, which is also a dissing and a mark towards 4L, is a gang that's based out of Atlanta. In some of Ola Runt music, he would tell you where he's from while shooting a music video in his hood. Having tracks like Osborne Flow that managed to get 2.5 million views and counting just released 3 years ago.
I'm from the real seats, hard head, real br.
He was even once signed to 1017 doing a song and alongside a music video with Guwap and the track title Feel Like Guwap. This track was released 2 years ago and managed to have over 4.5 million views and counting.
Writing down, now draw down, you'll get gunned down. Tailor-made fashion on it.
Now, what some would say having a promising career, Ola Runt would find himself in some trouble, causing his rap career to be on the shelves for the moment. Jaree Jalen Jackson, aka Ola Runt, he was one of 10 individuals who was arrested by the feds after a 10-month investigation. This happened on October 29, 2020, and Ola Runt has been incarcerated since.
Producers, if you struggle finding sounds and samples that
Now, this situation is crazy because the picture they paint on this man while he in the feds already doing time. You see what I'm saying? Cause
Yeah, I'm listening.
like that's the last thing I would want. While I'm in the feds, somebody telling the laws that, oh, I done sent the hit allegedly down there to the jailhouse and this happened. Like, I wouldn't want that narrative on me the way that DA in Atlanta acting a fool. You see what I'm saying?
But we know what type of temperature Ola be on.
True.
He a youngin,
Mm-hmm.
but he a youngin that also got a voice amongst the steppers in his generation too. So they willing to go the extra mile for that little nigga. You know what I'm saying? So this just a situation where we see stuff that happened on the street spill off into the penitentiary because it don't stop just because you go to the penitentiary. If your ops there is still up in the air, man.
And with this situation, Buddy, who went hunting for him, like he had to have all the time in the world to sit there and carve out one hole, go through there, carve out another hole, just to bust him with the knife. Like them some nice sized holes that they were showing inside the wall. But he got two, Buddy. Buddy ain't in critical condition, but he still busting with the shank. But on another note, bro, like I was saying, that point of people putting that narrative on me by the hit. You see, not to get off subject, you see how as soon as Lil Jay got out, there was already put your hands behind your back. You see what I'm saying?
But
Like that gotta be a messed up feeling.
I done seen the feds snatch niggas like that though. I done seen niggas catch a pistol charge, be sitting in the county for a minute, then end up getting a bond and be out just chilling, doing whatever they do. Next thing you know, unmarked car pull up, snatch you up like you being human trafficked, nigga. And next thing we know, you in the feds for that gun.
Mm-hmm. It's and the crazy thing about it, while we on Lil J, I was wondering because I'm like saying he got caught with a switch. You feel me? I was saying like all of the fans, we need y'all to sign a petition so we can get that up there to the judge to see would he give him a second chance. Uh, and the first thing I was saying when the video dropped, when he was sitting in the car listening, I'm like, this some crazy shit. I'm like, if he got caught with a switch and they just let him just get away like that.
They ain't just let him do nothing. You gotta understand. Police knew the feds was gonna kidnap him when he got out.
Yeah.
That's why they let him out.
They had the camera crew out there and everything. thinking
know
he
what I
finna
mean?
come home and go straight to the
And
stoop.
that might be a blessing for King Lil Jay for real, because King Lil Jay still living in Chirac. And we know how dangerous and active right now Chirac is because of all the things that's going on in Chicago right now. So you
Mm-hmm.
got to have a gun out there. So what's to say if this didn't happen to him, he'd be out for a few days and then get pulled over again, get caught with another weapon. Situation double times as bad as it is for you now. So at the end of the day, you might not understand the reason for you being snatched up like that, but this reason might be a reason that'll save your life, my nigga.
Facts. Because his ops is rich.
Cause you in Chicago, even the ops that he got that ain't rich, you can't afford to be riding around, ain't got no gun.
Yeah.
You're gonna
Everybody
expire.
know who you is.
And you points on the board if a nigga score off you.
Mm-hmm. Big points.
So, like I said, it's unfortunate, but we don't know what could have happened
If
past
they
this.
didn't catch him.
Yeah, heck yeah. Straight
And
up.
but the thing is, he ain't even get a chance to even enjoy the freedom that long.
That's how it go though. They don't
Like
tend for you to. You might be out and get to moving around and they lose you.
what I'm saying by that is okay, when he had no came home and he was doing his music or whatever, everybody was still saying like, bro, get up out the shower, get up out of the trenches, man. You don't got too content. And he on some duck shit. Like I ain't going nowhere. This where I'm from. I ain't ducking no smoke. It is what it is. But at the same time, you got to be mindful. You just did what, a nickel, and now you back down the road, and allegedly they talk about a 10-piece. Man, look at here. Rap gonna been unchanged so much by the time you come back home.
Yes.
Like
But
that
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 puts
that
niggas, that street niggas hard. I mean, it's hard for them to transition their mind into the thought of that. Is the fact that now you got some motion, turn that into something that can take you away from the street. They try to continue being a street nigga to continue their motion, but that street nigga shit got a dead end to it. The only two options you got with street anything is death or prison, bruh.
that's facts.
I don't
That's
know
facts.
about a whole bunch of people. Some people might know fortunate people that went 10, 15 summers, nigga ran up their bag the whole time and got out, did something legit. I don't know no nigga.
I mean,
Hey
it's
nigga,
it's.
I know some niggas that didn't found their way, but they still this after 2, 3 prison numbers.
I mean, but I'm pretty
They
sure he
convicted
even
felons. I
had.
don't know no nigga that made it out this shit.
I mean, but when he had done made it home, even his partners, like King Yella, FYBJ Main, they been gone out the city and done found their own lane to, get them a bag.
That's because they smart. They wasn't trying to be on street nigga time no more.
True.
Lil J still on street nigga time. He want to be top op. You gotta lose that frame of mind, man. When you start getting some motion out here, man. Everybody
Yeah,
don't got motion, so when you got some motion, nigga, that's your blessing, nigga.
definitely. You gotta the blessing that you have, you gotta cherish them. Cause everybody don't get blessed to get on these platforms and talk they shit and uh you know everybody in Chicago, all these videographers willing to work with you because of the status that you have in this drill scene. Like that's a blessing because majority of the drill rappers they dead. Let's be honest.
Or they in jail.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
can't
So
enjoy your money, man, in jail. You definitely can't when you dead.
Yeah, so I just us as men, black entertainers, black rappers, whatever you want to call it, when you get in these type of positions, you gotta think, you gotta move more correctly out here, man.
Yeah,
Cause we already know these white folks don't
it's
want to see us
dangerous,
with no
man. If you
millions.
having money or you having reputation, because
Hmm.
reputation is equivalent to money in the streets,
Right.
and your reputation will make niggas envy you enough to want to kill you.
Hmm. And yeah, man. Who else we got on the list too? Cause
Oh, that's what we had on the list.
what we had, Boosie. No, 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 no. We had yeah, but King Lil Jay, I'm pretty sure when them feds pulled up, I know his heart dropped. He probably knew that it was coming, but man,
He probably didn't. He probably just felt like he get to fight his case from the street.
yeah,
Feel me? They don't
and
tell you. Oh shoot.
that the folks gonna pull up.
Yeah, they don't tell you. Yeah, we about to let you out, but the folks gonna pull up, man. Shout out to Joe Jenkins, man.
What to do, my boy?
Uh, you look us up, man. Follow us on Instagram, man, and drop us some videos or something, man. You know, we we
That's
we
what's up,
promote
dog.
we promote
Follow us
underground artists.
for sure.
Tap in for details on interviews and all that. We do everything.
Hmm. But yeah, though, man. I know he was drunk when them folks said, "Well, let's go, let's roll."
Let's go.
You know what I mean? And me being the real nigga, I don't care what nobody say. I ain't never been in that position, but if the spotlight right there and I'm almost there, and all of a sudden I gotta put my hand behind my back because they talking about I gotta do a 10 piece. I'd be lying if I say I
I
ain't
don't
shed a
know if we
tear.
gonna have to do 10, but hey, it's
5 for
no
sure.
telling. It's no yeah, it's no
5
telling
for
though
sure.
because it's a switch and he a convicted felon.
Yeah, I
Being just
forgot. See, I don't I
you know
don't
what I
even know
mean?
the
So
stipulation
with
of.
the feds, it's a little bit different because they running shit a little bit different. It's not like the state at all.
Yeah. Now I know getting caught with the hammer, you feel me, while being a convicted felon, they talking about 5 years, but the switch, that I don't know nothing about that. Maybe that might be a little more severe. I don't
And
know.
that's what's crazy, because for the niggas that's coming up in the rap game that can't afford the armed security and all of that, you still have to expose yourself to the elements of the street. So you either got to bring niggas with you that's gonna have the stick,
Hmm.
or you got to have the stick yourself. So you still,
At high risk.
yeah, you still putting yourself on the line just to really be safe. It ain't
Right.
even to say I'm looking for a problem. You doing it to really be safe because you got to stay dangerous to stay alive.
I agree.
Hesitation lead to you being mourned over while they lowering your casket.
Hmm.
Yeah,
And,
when he said it's
and
about 10 for the switch.
yeah,
So it might be more than 10 then because
mm,
he a convicted felon. So
yeah.
it might be more than 10 for him then.
Ooh, that gotta hurt.
Yeah, but
That gotta hurt.
you know what I mean? What's worth it? What's more worth it for your gun to shoot faster or for you to do more time for the gun if you get caught for it?
Yeah, that's like, you might well say that part of I don't even know, is he, yeah, he is from 63rd or 63rd affiliate. He was the last one that probably could,
Could have did.
stand up rapping on that side, because all his other homeboys, as far as King Yella, FYBJ Main, Butter, all of them is doing podcast interviews and
They
blogs.
rapping too, but they like they music ain't gonna be what cut it.
They done turned into content creators.
They ain't gonna be what cut it. Like I don't know none of they songs.
No, me either. But the only way they are relevant like that because everybody know that they from the other side type shit. You feel me?
Because of podcasts. That's what leads
Mm-hmm.
back to what Dirk said about them niggas. His ops doing podcasts. They might not be podcasters, but them niggas doing more podcasts than they doing
Then,
numbers with music.
mm-hmm.
The music, it's not doing it for nobody. Yeah,
Nah.
you could have had them bodies. You could have stepped on somebody, but you don't rap like King Von. You don't rap like Dirk. You don't rap like y'all sound. The music quality y'all possess is not what the world looking for. But
Mm-hmm.
niggas respect whatever reputation they have coming out of Chicago, so they able to live off of that in the digital world based off podcasts because they become content.
Mm-hmm.
That's why
And
you see niggas like Tay Savage able to come home. Shout out to Tay Savage, able to come
yeah,
home and sit down on these couches and these chairs and talk live to the camera and get some money and get his
but,
name out there too because at the end of the day a lot of people watch these platforms, so the people that didn't know about him, when they hear his story, they go typing and looking for him.
mm-hmm.
And especially by him being compared to 051 Melly and Vaughn, they really gonna go look. Excuse me, they really gonna go look for him.
I agree because let him tell it. He like the Michael Jordan, and everybody else is Kobe. Well, Vaughn is Kobe, and Melly is LeBron. In his eyes, that's how he said it on the interview. Like he was out here in the mud first before they was. So he like an OG. You feel me? But on to the next. Okay, Boosie spoke out for Vlad. Boosie said Vlad is not the police. You know what I mean? He said he had got a DM. They hit him in the DM like, damn, Boosie, why you fucking with old police ass Vlad? And he was like, man, I done been on that man's show so many times. I done had so much weed smoke around him. We done went out to eat all kind of stuff. And ain't nothing never happened to me. And what Boosie was saying,
That's
like,
because Boosie don't answer questions that street niggas ain't supposed to answer.
mm-hmm.
It's that simple, nigga.
Yeah.
Just cause he ain't the only nigga that asks questions that you shouldn't answer. You goofball ass niggas just answer the questions though.
Mm-hmm.
That's the
It's
difference. They can't keep blaming Vlad for what he done did. He ain't did nothing. He create content. He just like DJ Academic. He gonna ask you shit. You got the choice to answer it or not.
or
What's wrong
not.
with you niggas saying, I ain't fucking with that. No comment.
Yeah.
You niggas want to
Because
tell niggas how many bodies y'all got. Y'all want to talk about the dope y'all sold. Y'all want to talk about the niggas y'all shot,
like
the guns y'all. This is dumb.
like Booster said, these niggas that's criminals, they get up there and answer questions and forget that they are criminals. You dig what I'm saying?
Let it be statute of limitations. Some of that shit y'all just did.
Yeah. So it's
You see what
like,
I'm saying? Y'all rapping about what your partner just did yesterday. Lil
and
Runt
talk
beat
about
the nigga down at the store yesterday.
how much work, how big the empire was. You know what I mean? Like Vlad ain't asked y'all all that. He asked y'all a simple question and y'all took off.
You don't have to answer it.
No,
Y'all
man,
gotta
you ain't gotta
understand,
answer that.
Brad has these questions. Every podcast / blog that interview people got questions that they're ready all pre the show that
Mm-hmm.
they already want to ask. It's wrote down, it's memorized, whatever. They don't have
Facts.
it's an option that they don't have to answer though. Next question.
I mean,
Next question.
ain't no way I'm finna sit there on a big old platform like that and let this man. No, it ain't even let him. I'm not
He
finna
don't be
answer no
doing nothing.
crazy question.
Just that simple. Just
Yeah,
like
that
when he asked Pee Wee Longway if he was a Crip, what'd he say?
no,
Everybody know Pee Wee Longway a Crip, but nigga, no. Hell no.
no,
I just
no.
like the color, nigga.
You feel me? He ain't wrong
You
either.
could do whatever you want to do. Niggas choose to promote the negativity by
Yeah,
all
he
means necessary because niggas is doing this shit for clout at the end of the day. So if you sound tougher, you talk about your reputation in a glorified manner, any of them type of things that make you feel like it's gonna boost you up in this social world in the digital era, they do it because you can live off of that monetarily. We looking at most of the niggas in the rap game right now. 80% of them can't even rap.
that's facts.
But because they steppers, they got a job in the rap game. A stepper gonna get a job in the rap game quicker than a nigga that can rap good. Because ain't no record label looking for no J. Cole.
No,
They not J. Cole is who he is already. It's not gonna be
yeah,
another one. The record
no,
label not even looking for no nigga like that. They looking for the nigga that might, when he leave out the office, he probably gonna have his gun on.
yeah, that's
He
what they
probably got
looking
50
for.
niggas outside waiting on him, and they got guns. He probably, one of them niggas probably gonna shoot somebody. We signing them. It's different now. The streets own the music game. So all the commercial shit that succeeded in music that you could, the formula of commercialism that you could have used to blow up, either you do it yourself like a hustler, or you better be so deep in them streets that they fuck with you like that, or it ain't gonna
Mm,
work for you. Period.
yeah, I mean, the way these labels is now, it's like they looking for nothing but drill rappers. They ain't worried about no.
If your
They
message ain't negative, you ain't getting no deal.
right. You got to be Crash Dummy number one for them to pay you some attention.
Only other way it's gonna happen for you, bruh, is if you get your buzz up so crazy over these social platforms, they buy into that because when you have a following, they will follow suit because they understand a following translates money.
Right.
Only other way. Other than that, trying to mimic what somebody else did ain't gonna work for you. And you got to be a
Hmm.
street nigga if you gonna rap about street shit because when you show up, all I can say is name the last time a street nigga signed a J. Cole rapping this style type of rapper. Whether it's the label exec signing nigga or the street niggas that CEO signing artists. I ain't
Nah,
seen a nigga like that come out of
you
nowhere.
ain't. You ain't. And if he is, he gonna be independent, Jack.
You gonna have to.
Cause they
Uh
don't
uh
want to hear that.
dang, I be forgetting that nigga
All the
name.
way down to the females. All that Unity Rap, Queen Latifah and MC Light, was giving you like real content what females going through on not on the host side.
They don't
These
want to hear that.
they don't want that no more. You see what's running what
If
on the
you
female.
if the rap female rapper ain't talking about finessing the nigga for some money, messing with multiple niggas, having a main nigga, a side nigga, and a sugar daddy, and scamming and swiping cards, nigga, you ain't getting no play.
It's all bad now. All the way down to Suki. She got females rapping about eating niggas' ass. Like, my nigga.
It's bad.
My nigga. It's all bad. You feel me? Hey, but I mean, to each his own, man. Like, I just hope these females, up and coming females that do look at Sexy Red and Suki as role models, I just hope that they don't take their message and music as a part of being a woman. You feel me? Because it's some misleading going on.
But they definitely misled by it for the simple fact.
True.
They misled by it because, okay, for instance, Sukiana, she promoting what she promoting, but she looks like she got money.
Right.
So they gonna approve of that message because I'm trying to be in that position too. So if I got to shake a little bit booty, talk about holding nigga ball, whatever I got to do, that's what they gonna do because they chasing fame.
Yeah.
You gotta understand 90-something% of people on Instagram that is not a celebrity pump faking. They lead you to believe they don't wear the same thing ever in a whole year. So when you go through their whole Instagram, they got a different outfit on for 365 days. But in real time, your car got rust on it. You barely got no food in the refrigerator. The mirror you put makeup in is dirty. You see what I'm saying? Like a nigga, he probably damn near homeless, but he looked like he got Alexander McQueen's on sitting on somebody else's car, and you think this nigga up, so you following him, but really it's just a facade. It's a fashion show, bro.
That's all it is. That's all it is. But this all we got for y'all on this episode of It's Time for That Culture for the Street, man. Y'all run them lights up, man. We'll be back at y'all. Don't leave about the trap till you been served, dog.
You already know, just like he said, latch off the dough, man. We right back.
Don't.
Cheer. Got my nigga Cheese in this bitch. Midwest UGK, nigga. You already know. Cheer. I said my hands on this money. I'm caught up in this lifestyle. This 100-round drummy. It'll knock a nigga right down. My dope on my scale. It be knocking watch lights out. My spot do be booming. I'm caught up in this lifestyle. My hands on this money. I'm caught up in this